Shalom Mishkan David, partners with Israel, and welcome to our weekly updates. You're about to watch this week's update, what's happening in Israel, what's happening in the spirit, so you'll be educated and you'll know how to wage war against the enemies and how to pray and what to pray about. So if you're not yet a partner with Israel, please go into our mishkandavid.org website, scroll down a little bit, you'll see Give to Israel. Just click on that link over there and become a sustainable partner of Israel. With $18 a month or increments of $18, you can make a huge impact in Israel, help people, support lives, and really make a difference. So please go to mishkandavid.org, click on the Israel link, and become a sustainable partner. Now, go to the video.
Welcome to Phuket in Thailand. And tonight, this is Sukkot. This is the Feast of Tabernacles. So you can see this hut, this shack, this tabernacle that is right behind me right now. And this evening, just in a few hours from now, it will be full with people. But according to the Jewish regulations and laws, we're not filming when it's a holiday. So I cannot do that when it's full with people and they're celebrating. It's like a Shabbat. But I can do it a little bit before. Still, they have some decorations to put in. But the tables are already set with the plates and everything is right on the spot. And then when the Sept celebration starts, after people will be in the synagogues, they'll bring the food and people will be here celebrating in a festive environment, in a beautiful atmosphere, because the Feast of Tabernacles, literally the idea is to remind us of the freedom that God gave us when He delivered us from the slavery in Egypt and took us through the desert for 40 years until He brought us to the promised land. So we know straight from the Bible, God tells us this is a week that we have to set aside, a whole week, for us, for the people of Israel, to remember the miracles that we went together with God, how He took us through the desert, defeated our enemies, brought us to the promised land, gave us freedom. And all we need to do is set aside 1 week a year where we're going to eat in the sukkah, sit in the sukkah, study inside of the sukkah, even sleep inside of the sukkah, as a reminder for these 40 years that we didn't have any time to build up something firm, that we were nomads. We moved from one place to the other, living only in tents and shacks and huts and sukkot, just like this one behind me. This is a wonderful time that the parents, the fathers, the mothers are educating the children, showing them what it was about to get out from slavery into freedom, and let them experience this very shaky kind of atmosphere when you don't have a firm bed, you don't have a place to shower, you don't have the lavatories that you usually used to. You have to live in such a temporary mode, so you'll realize and understand what a beautiful promise God gave us and how amazing it is to come back to the promised land and enjoy freedom and life over there. But never forget our forefathers and Moses, the amazing prophet who led us through the desert, took us through enemies, took us through the resistance of the enemies of Israel, and brought us all the way into the promise of God, into the land of milk, in the land of milk and honey, the land that God gave it to us so we can thrive, prosper, and enjoy. So this is a great atmosphere to be here just a few hours before this whole place is going to be filled up with people celebrating this amazing holiday and this time that we put right to the side to remember the miracles of God. The end of this Feast of Tabernacles, after 7 days, the 8th day is Shminit Atzeret. It's the time that we finish reading the entire Torah, 5 books of Moses, and restarting again the cycle of life, restarting again to read, and we'll talk about it when the time comes. From here, from Phuket in Thailand, I say bye to you. Happy holiday, happy Feast of Tabernacles. Shalom.